Not so long ago, you could walk through Nairobi and just about every woman you meet could tell you a personal story of circumcision and early marriage, a practice once common among many Kenyan communities. It's not so common now. More and more parents have decided it's simply wrong. But head to some of Kenya's poorer rural areas, it's a different story. At just one school in Kajiado, 106 kilometers south of Nairobi, 62 girls dropped out last year to have children. Most of them had been married off after undergoing circumcision. Tradition says this surgery transforms a girl into a woman, marriage material, to be sold like an asset. The procedure is brutal.
The Maasai culture do the FGM in a horrific way. They circumcise a girl without any medication. They use a razor blade, and they cut the whole part of clitoris, the whole part, until they touch the bone. At least somebody can lose 2 to 2.5 pints of blood when the circumcision is done. After 12 hours, they take you outside and see whether the circumcision was done well. And if it was not done well, they repeat it again to you.
It's hard enough to listen to the description, but imagine going through it. Some girls are just 6 years old. Then comes the marriage.
Now, when you find a girl aged 8 years, like the one we rescued during December holiday, 8 years old, married for 3 months, terrible. So imagine, after we've rescued her, we had to take her to Nairobi Hospital, Women Hospital, to be treated. It is not, we find them in bad shape.
Alongside the physical damage, the psychological impact can be immense. 13-year-old Tasha attempted suicide several times rather than go through with the tradition. 2 years ago, she was in Nairobi. Her 14-year-old sister went through with the cut and marriage. Tasha ran away, tried to kill herself, and then ended up as a house help before hitting the road to try and find her mother. She's among 150 girls rescued in Kajiado in just 5 months. 72 of those are in Ilbisil Primary School in Kajiado. It's a refuge for those trying to escape early marriage and all that goes with it.
Tried to commit suicide many times, but it failed. When I came here, I had only one outfit that my mother used to wear and left it with me. I had only one shoe, which I wore on the foot I felt hurt the most. Everybody hated me and laughed at me. Now I'm like a leader and they all love me in school.
The school relies on private donors to keep the refuge open. Activists say changing the law was a good first step, but they say they need more help from those who dare to defy tradition. Just how many girls go through these rites in Kenya every year is not very clear. Many hundreds. The practice persists, but attitudes have changed. My mother went through it when she was just 12 years old and had her first child at 15. She doesn't regret the children, but refused to let me or my sister go through it. It was harmful and pointless, she says, and children deserve better. Soni, Methu, CCTV, Nairobi, Kenya.